Symbolism and imagery are critical literary and artistic devices that augment the storytelling experience by associating deeper meanings with visual or narrative elements. In the context of Frieren's panels, these tools serve as a bridge between the artist's intentions and the audience's interpretations, creating a rich tapestry of meaning that goes beyond the superficial. Symbolism involves the use of specific images, occurrences, or characters to represent larger ideas or themes. Imagery, on the other hand, refers to the use of descriptive language or visuals to evoke sensory experiences or create vivid mental pictures. Together, they shape the viewer's understanding and engagement with the panels by adding layers of context and emotion. The significance of this lies in its ability to transform a seemingly straightforward narrative into a complex exploration of themes like memory, legacy, and the passage of time. For instance, in Frieren's panels, a recurring motif might be a fading flower that symbolizes the transient nature of life and beauty. Another example is the use of light and shadow play in the panels to reflect inner turmoil or enlightenment. These symbols and images compel the audience to ponder the deeper implications behind what is presented, transforming passive viewing into an active interpretive pursuit. Real-world applications of symbolism and imagery in Frieren's panels might include the way a setting sun can symbolize not just the end of a day, but the conclusion of an era or a character's journey. Similarly, a recurring image of an hourglass could serve as a poignant reminder of time slipping away, urging both characters and viewers to reflect on what truly matters. Supporters of using symbolism and imagery argue that these devices enrich narrative complexity and foster emotional resonance. They allow creators to embed multiple layers of meaning and invite viewers to engage on a more profound level. However, challenges arise when symbols are too obscure, leading to potential misinterpretation or alienation of the audience. Some critics suggest that overly relying on symbolism might obscure clarity, making narratives inaccessible. Ultimately, symbolism and imagery in Frieren's panels do not exist in isolation, but interweave with other narrative aspects, influencing character development and plot progression. They enhance the thematic depth and emotional impact, guiding viewers through the nuances of the story's underlying messages. By exploring these elements, audiences gain the opportunity to appreciate the intricate craftsmanship behind Frieren's panels, opening up diverse interpretations that resonate on personal and collective levels. Understanding basic symbolic elements in Frieren's art is pivotal for delving into the broader study of symbolism and imagery in her panels. At its core, symbolism refers to the use of specific images or symbols to represent ideas and concepts beyond their literal meaning, enriching the artwork with deeper meaning. In Frieren's art, symbolic elements are woven seamlessly into the tapestry of her panels, providing insight into themes, emotions, and narratives without overt explanation. This technique is crucial because it invites viewers to engage with the art on a more intuitive and personal level, allowing for diverse interpretations based on individual perspectives. The significance of understanding these symbolic elements lies in uncovering the layered meanings within Frieren's works, meanings that often reflect cultural, historical, or personal contexts. For example, a recurring symbol in her art might be a particular flower, which, while visually appealing, may carry connotations like purity, transience, or even sorrow, depending on the cultural framework applied. Another example could be the use of light and shadow, which may symbolize the duality of human nature or the interplay of hope and despair. Real-world applications of understanding these symbols can be seen in various professional fields, such as art therapy, where interpreting art symbolism helps in understanding patients' subconscious thoughts. Additionally, in educational settings, teaching students to identify and interpret symbols cultivates critical thinking and analytical skills, enabling them to appreciate literature and art more profoundly. Supporters of this analytical approach often argue that recognizing symbolic elements elevates the appreciation of art and fosters a deeper emotional and intellectual connection with the work. However, challenges arise in the subjective nature of symbolism, as different viewers might derive conflicting interpretations from the same symbol. This subjectivity can lead to debates over the correct interpretation of a piece. Moreover, some critics argue that focusing too heavily on symbolism can detract from the aesthetic experience of art, overshadowing the immediate, visceral reactions that art can provoke. Despite these potential controversies, the exploration of symbols influences other aspects of Frieren's panels by enhancing narrative progression and thematic depth, connecting seemingly disparate elements across her body of work. Ultimately, by understanding basic symbolic elements, one can gain a richer appreciation of Frieren's artistry, unlocking a realm where imagery speaks volumes beyond what is initially visible, forging a connection between the art and the viewer that transcends the superficial. Decoding visual imagery in key panels refers to the process of interpreting and understanding the symbolic and thematic elements captured through visuals within specific, crucial panels of a narrative, particularly in the context of manga or graphic literature like Frieren. This involves analyzing how imagery conveys complex ideas, emotions, and themes that may not be explicitly stated in the text. The visual components in these key panels act as a language of their own, offering depth and insight into the narrative and character development. The importance of this concept lies in its ability to enhance the reader's comprehension of the story. In manga, where space is limited, where every element within a panel must serve a purpose. Imagery enriches the narrative by encapsulating emotions and themes that are central to the reader's experience. By decoding these visuals, readers can gain a more profound understanding of the underlying messages and character motivations. For example, a panel that shows Frieren standing amidst a field of blossoming flowers might symbolize themes of renewal and hope, counterbalancing moments of sadness or loss within the story. Another panel might depict the contrast between light and shadow over her face, symbolizing internal conflicts or moral ambiguity. Critics and fans alike often appreciate how such imagery provides subtlety and nuance, allowing for varied interpretations and a more engaging reading experience. The use of visual symbolism is praised for its ability to convey intricate emotions and concepts without relying heavily on dialogue or exposition. However, interpreting visual imagery can present challenges. One potential issue is the subjectivity of interpretation. Different readers might derive varied meanings from the same visual cues, which can lead to differing opinions on the story's intent. Additionally, cultural differences can influence how imagery is perceived, potentially leading to misunderstandings about its meaning. These interpretations influence other aspects of the main topic by emphasizing how symbolism and imagery are integral to storytelling in Frieren. They underscore the importance of visual literacy and fully appreciating the narrative's depth. Understanding these elements can lead to richer discussions about thematic content and character arcs, illustrating how visual literacy is as essential as text in storytelling. Overall, decoding visual imagery in key panels is not just an analytic exercise, but a gateway to deeper appreciation and engagement with the narrative landscape of Frieren. The concept of the evolution of symbolism throughout the series refers to the dynamic and changing use of symbols and imagery in the manga series Frieren. In literature and visual storytelling, symbolism involves the use of images, characters, and motifs to convey deeper meanings and themes beyond their literal sense. In Frieren, this evolution is crucial as it mirrors the protagonist's journey and development, providing readers with a richer understanding of the narrative and its underlying messages. The significance of exploring the evolution of symbolism in Frieren lies in its ability to deepen the reader's engagement with the story. As the series progresses, the transformations in symbolic imagery reflect Frieren's growth and change in perspective over time. This not only adds layers of complexity to the narrative, but also allows readers to witness the gradual unfolding of the protagonist's inner world and existential reflections. For instance, in the early panels of Frieren, the use of nature imagery such as flowers and trees may initially symbolize the fleeting nature of life and beauty, resonating with Frieren's initial indifference to the passage of time. However, as the series evolves, these symbols transform to represent growth and renewal, paralleling Frieren's journey towards understanding human emotions and appreciating the transient yet profound moments of life. Another example includes the recurring motif of time, initially depicted as a burden or something to be indifferent to, but eventually evolving into a symbol of cherished memories and meaningful connections. Supporters of this interpretation argue that such an evolutionary approach to symbolism enriches the narrative by allowing a more profound exploration of themes like time, memory, and human relationships. It illustrates how a character's perception can transform, offering readers a chance to reflect on their understandings and attitudes. Nevertheless, challenges and alternative viewpoints exist. Some might argue that the evolving symbolism could be inconsistent or confusing, detracting from a coherent narrative experience. Readers unfamiliar with such literary devices may find interpreting changes in symbolism challenging, potentially leading to divergent interpretations. This concept of evolving symbolism is closely linked to other aspects of the main topic, such as the intricate use of imagery in conveying thematic depth and character development. It influences how readers perceive and engage with the story, enriching their experience by providing insights into Frieren's character evolution and the series' broader philosophical inquiries. As such, understanding the evolution of symbolism is key to appreciating the full tapestry of meanings woven throughout Frieren.